Hey everyone, True Red here. On this beautiful snowy day, even though I don't like the snow. I was outside walking my dogs and thinking and standing in front of this home in my neighborhood, and it's relevant, so just hear me out because this is relevant to my conversation. First, most of you know I live in the city of Paterson, and I thought it would be really meaningful to discuss my neighborhood because there's a local white reporter that will only report the most horrific things that happen in the city. He never focuses on the small communities that do exist here that really run Paterson. Paterson is more than an inner city full of violence. And my neighborhood is a historic district. And like I've mentioned before, 22 years ago, my husband and I sought this neighborhood out. It took us 3 years to find a home here because at the time it was predominantly black families, and that's what we wanted. And I know oftentimes white folks think we all just want to live amongst them to upgrade ourselves, but there are some of us who look for black neighborhoods. We want our children to grow up in neighborhoods with people that look like them. And so that's how we ended up here. And now it is still a predominantly neighborhood of color, black, Hispanic, for the most part. But the reason I'm focusing on this house is because this is the house of our former mayor many years ago who got caught up in some corruption, did some jail time. And I'm bringing that up because over the weekend I had the opportunity to have some conversations, and I was thinking back on that. And I was reminded how when I relocated my business back to Teaneck in 2003, I continually pushed for the black politicians to assist us in protecting our black children, the emotional well-being, the education of black children in Teaneck. There was a lot going on. There was a principal who attempted to retain like 75 black kindergartners from moving to first grade. And we could not get these black politicians to budge because they wanted to work on assimilating and positioning themselves to be in position with the folks who would now take over Teaneck. So instead of putting forth all of their energy to help the black youth, they were working on themselves. And now as we speak, that's all backfired. And those same politicians who tried to hang with the big boys but could not, thought they could, and didn't really understand the game, they've been tossed out and tossed away. And I won't say any names. I'm not trying to embarrass anybody, but it is what it is. Because I'm so tired of black folks who use the opportunity after they've been thrown away to now want to start talking about racism and disparity. And it's really sickening. And so I just wanted to bring that up because back to here in Paterson, it's the same thing. Like our black politicians, they get involved in, the games that white boys play. And then when they get arrested, they don't understand why. And that's what's happened here in Paterson, same thing. So our black politicians learn the hard way because instead of focusing on improving our communities, they wait until, it's their house. Because it's always my house today, your house tomorrow. But see, they skip my house. When it's my house, there's no assistance. But when it's their house, they want to rally the troops and they want everybody to be outraged over things that we've known. I heard somebody talk about, the disparity of the system of education and Teaneck with its liberalism. Well, honey, we've known that. We tried to get you to move, 20 years ago, 15 years ago to assist us. And you were focused on yourself. And then when you realized you couldn't play with the big boys and you got tossed out, now you're trying to rally everyone. So as peaceful and beautiful as this snow looks, because it is beautiful, don't be misled and bamboozled that things aren't still happening. I heard how excited people are because, you know, the ceiling's been broken and Kamala, you know, things are still happening. The black family is in crisis still. So that's my message for today and this evening, and I hope you all are safe and well, and please do something. Do something in your community. We don't have to wait until it's okay to talk about racism. Now, you know, the buzzword. This has been going on. Many of us have been working on this when it wasn't the acceptable thing to do. So let's all contribute somehow. Little as it may be, just do something. All right? Let's take care of our families and our children. Take it easy.